Hi everyone, I'm Hoodie Angel Brandon back again with another Grand Hero Battle Abyssal clear, this time for Scarlet Sword Navarre. And we're going to beat him up to get a golden ducky, which I know a lot of people really love the ducks, but they're not my personal favorite accessory. They're just a little bit too silly for my taste, at least on my standard units. With that said, there is one character that I really like the duck on, and that's Halloween Sakura. Look at her, she's so cute. Aww. Anyway, so we're gonna go beat up Navarre and steal his duck, and I'm not even gonna feel bad about it because there are very few characters in this game that I actually really dislike. Yeah, Navarre is one of them. I mean, just look at this edgelord with his stupid pantyhose sleeves. What is this? What is this that he's wearing? It's so stupid. It makes no sense. But anyway, when I restarted my account, I was actually trying to pull a Klein, and I didn't end up getting one because I pulled a Hector first. And I mean, it was freaking Hector. When you get Hector, it's like you can't say no to that. So I ended up keeping that account. My only other good units were Jafar and Lucius, who at the time didn't have any kind of refines or anything, of course, so they weren't very good. And, you know, Hector could handle most of this map, but, you know, we got Navarre here, who's a red, and Hector's green, and if we look at the weapon triangle, it doesn't really go in Hector's favor. So I just couldn't beat this, or I had a really hard time with it with Hector. I ended up using a 4-star Tsubaki to help with that, but I did eventually clear it, but it was so frustrating, and not only that, but people say this is the easiest Grand Hero battle, but I've always had so much trouble with it, and I don't know why. But this map has just been the one that's consistently difficult for me every time it returns. Everyone else says it's like the easiest one, but for whatever reason, this map is really hard for me. And other maps that other people say are hard, I find really easy. So Navarre's just always been a constant thorn in my side. So I'm not a fan of him. We're gonna blow him off the face of the earth with Blarblade. So yeah, that's my strategy. So salty rant aside, apologies if you are a huge Navarre fan. I just really can't stand the guy. But we're going to be using pretty much standard Blarblade setup. We've got Swordbreaker instead of Desperation because Navarre is just so fast, and he's stacking res that we can't outspeed him. So we're just gonna cheat and use Swordbreaker. Soleil pretty standard. She's got distant defense instead of close defense. You'll see why it's when we get there. Camilla, pretty standard, but with Hone Flyers and Res Tactic to support Morgan's Blade Tome. And then finally, Klein, who every time I use him for one of these maps, he gets a little more support-based. And here he is with Def Tactic, Drive Speed, Chill Def, all pretty standard support options. But he's also got Harsh Command, that skill that no one remembers because it's not generally very useful. Well, we're going to use it here.
Oh, shut up, you edgelord. Alright. So, I'm gonna start moving down here. But yeah, Harsh Command isn't terrible because it's got that, it converts penalties to bonuses, which is nice. But it's a little too situational because you don't see penalties or debuffs in Arena all of the time. You know, sometimes you'll see them, sometimes you won't. But I feel like every other skill, maybe not rallies, but they score well in Arena. That's why you see those. But everything like Reciprocal Aid and Ardent Sacrifice, always useful to heal up. And then the movement assists are just always useful to help you position better. But Harsh Command is just a little too situational. I feel like if they gave it a buff, they gave Harsh Command Plus with some kind of nifty effect, it might be worth using because it's still pretty powerful effect. Anyway, we're going to have Soleil there. Morgan is going to debuff this thief, and Klein will provide his wonderful death tactic support. Camilla's going to move here. We need to move Klein over here so that Camilla can just barely get the double on this thief. And we're going to keep Soleil there. And in turn, the thief is going to come down and attack Camilla. But as you can see, we're going to double, deal a good chunk out of him. He's going to get healed back up, but we did a good enough amount that we can take him out next turn. So he's going to get healed up there, and then Ardent sacrificed by the Axe Fighter. No big deal. So his Rogue Dagger and his Speed Smoke Seal, they debuffed us quite a bit. It's kind of hard to see because I've got my other buffs kind of canceling them out. But as you'll see over here, we're going to move over here and we're going to Harsh Command Soleil, and then suddenly, wow, look at those stats. They are much better looking than before. So we're going to have Camilla just toss her over and come attack this thief. And now Morgan can finish him off. We're going to take some chip damage from Fury, but we're still above Swordbreaker's HP threshold, which is all that really matters here. So they're going to heal the Axe Fire with Wind Fire Bomb, get a boost, but it's not going to help too much because Soleil's just going to completely destroy him with her wonderful Steady Breath Slaying Edge combo, which I just love that. I love that so much on Soleil. Now we're going to move Soleil over here. We can't attack Navarre because his special is charged and gross, and he's also like absurdly fast. Like, look at that. Ugh. So we're just going to move Soleil there. And that's fine because Morgan is just going to wipe him off the face of the earth with her Blade Tome. And I don't even feel bad about it. Dead. Now we're going to come over and do some chip damage to this Manakete. Who has Sacred Cowl of all things to help mitigate that. But that's fine, and going to take some Fury damage. Camilla will just toss him behind her so that he's safe and good to go. The thief is going to attack Soleil, apply some debuffs and some chip damage to everyone, which kind of hurts, but this cleric's going to come over, and thanks to our distant defense, seal knocking 6 off of each of their attacks, we just barely survived that. This blue Manakete picked a fight with Camilla that it just was not equipped to win because, well, first, I'm going to have Soleil come over here and defeat this thief, slurp up some HP. Delicious. And Morgan can't kill the thief, unfortunately, because of panic from the cleric. But she can toss Klein over, and Klein can do it with his Brave Bow. And just take him out. Keep turning on Danger Area without meaning to. But now Camilla can just take down the blue Manakete with her Aether. Didn't really even need it, honestly, but, you know, extra HP is nice. The cleric's going to come and attack Soleil, but haha, it's not enough. Unfortunately, everyone's panicked, but so we can't just nuke them with Morgan, but that's okay. Soleil's got it. She can handle anything with her Aether. With the appropriate quote for that cleric's demise, we have completely decimated everyone and obtained the golden ducky. So yeah, that's that. Who do we want to put this on? Who would look good with a golden duck? I don't know who would look good with a golden duck. Garen? Nah, he's already got the Fae doll. No, she's got glasses. You know what? I'm down. There we go. So yeah, we got the golden duck. Completely destroyed Navarre. And yeah, I got to do it with wonderful Morgan. So that makes the victory just a little bit sweeter. So thank you for watching as always. Hopefully you enjoyed this not very amazing strategy, but it was effective, so I can't really complain. Hopefully the other Grand Hero battles I can use some not Blade Tome strats for. But thank you anyway. And until next time, this is Hoodie Angel Brandon signing out.